My cholesterol was up around 300. My blood pressure was up in the 150s, 160s. My weight was over 400 pounds. I was out of breath walking upstairs, and I was having angina.
I was on Diovan, Tenormin, Fosamax, Actose, Metformin, a potassium supplement, allopurinol because my uric acid was too high from the HCTZ, Premarin and Provera, Restoril, Zocor for my cholesterol, which caused a lot of problems, Klonopin because I said I was depressed.
People who might not know people with rheumatoid arthritis, one of the first places is the hand. And I couldn't make a fist for years.
Initially it was constipation. And it was so bad that when I was 8 years old, my grandmother, who was a nurse, took me to Mayo Clinic to try and figure out what was wrong.
One morning, just was crying my eyes out and told him I couldn't go to work. I was so sorry. I wasn't helping him. But I just felt so terrible. He said, "Remember that Dr. McDougall guy? We need to start investigating that. You have to find something else to do."
Hello, I'm Dr. John McDougall. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation about my 10-day live-in program in Santa Rosa, California. Likely you're at a crossroads. You've decided that you need better health. Maybe you've been through a serious surgery, or doctors ask you to start a lifetime of medication. Or maybe you're just tired of not feeling well and getting the most out of life. You've tried every diet, nothing seems to work, and you're willing to try something new and different. Well, the McDougall program may be new and different to you, but actually it's the kind of diet that's been eaten for thousands of years by most populations of people who've lived on this earth. The McDougall diet has a different orientation, but the nice thing about it, it has great flavor, great enjoyment, and it's easy to do, particularly if you get some help. And that's what the 10-day McDougall program is all about, learning to like delicious foods, getting on the minimum amount of medications, and having a future that's bright, having a chance to enjoy your children, your grandchildren, your job. That's all within your capabilities. Come to the McDougall program. Let us give you a hand.
I got the bad news. Less than a week later, I was up here at your clinic for a 10-day clinic.
Anyone coming from the non-McDougall diet, it's hard to replace everything. But very, very soon after that, I saw some very positive effects on me, in that the pain was reduced quite substantially.
Let's take a moment to talk about your 10-day experience. You're going to arrive at a luxury resort. In fact, the finest resort in Santa Rosa, California. It has a pool and luxury rooms. The next day, or the day after, I'm going to have a chance to sit down with you as a doctor, taking care of a patient. I'm going to go over your history and physical examination. I'm going to talk to you about your medications, about the things that have happened to you in the past, and about what you want for the future. Likely I'm going to reduce your medications, but I may add some new ones. I'm going to really start to get to know you. And really, that's the beginning, because I'm going to have a chance to see you every day.
I'm now off the 3 blood pressure medicines that I was on. I'm now off my cholesterol medication. I'm now taking a baby aspirin a day, and I'm even giving some thought about dropping that too. But all with my doctor's permission, and as I say, it's been an amazing transformation for me and for my wife as well.
During this weekend, we're going to help you relax and get oriented, and have some fun too, and to learn a little bit. We're going to take you to a real redwood forest, Armstrong Woods, with some of the biggest redwoods in Northern California. After that, I'd like you to see the Pacific Coast, one of my favorite places in the whole world. And then we'll end the day by visiting one of my friends, a world-class wood carver. I know one of your greatest concerns is the food. It's going to be different, but it is delicious, and it's familiar. We make dishes that are like the things that you used to eat at home. In fact, many of the things that you grew up with, like lasagna, and pea soup, and bean soup, and burritos, things that you already enjoy. And Mary's a genius in the kitchen, so she's going to make them delicious. And as far as amount, no, this isn't a portion-controlled diet. You get to eat as much as you want. In all the years we've been running this program, I've yet to find somebody that didn't really love the food, and also find it something practical that they could do. The recipes served at mealtime are quick and easy, so that you can take them and go back home and do them yourself. And we're going to give you a bountiful experience in delicious foods.
Your tastes change. You know, that's really the most important message about that. You like what you're used to eating. When you change what you eat, before long, you like the new stuff you eat.
I love it. I think other people should give it a real chance. But it does take a little while to get used to. But when you start seeing the effects on your body, and you really feel the difference, it's not like taking vitamin pills or something else where you're kind of searching for whether this is making me feel better. You know in 3 or 4 days the changes that your body is going through, just the way you feel and the way you move, the way your clothes start to fit, the way you are when you go to the bathroom. Everything's easier, everything feels more natural.
The McDougall program is about diet and exercise. Now, don't be threatened about the exercise. Nobody's going to ask you to do something that you can't do comfortably. We start out in the morning with a walk, and then you have breakfast. And then later on in the day, we give you an opportunity to swim, supervised of course, and also to do dry land exercises. Sprinkled throughout the program will be exercises like salsa dancing and yoga. There'll be light exercises, things you'll enjoy, and hopefully things that you'll want to do for the rest of your life. There are many forms of education during the 10 days. I mean, the meals are an education. The exercise is an education. Getting to know the other people in the program is a tremendous education, but we also have formal education. Every morning, I start out with an hour-and-a-half lecture, and then we go on to cooking class. I don't mean just cooking class. I mean, we have the best chefs in the world. I mean, these people are authors of their own cookbooks, they have their own DVDs, they teach cooking classes worldwide. They are the experts. And they're going to teach you practical ways to cook, things that you're going to take home and use in your home with your family.
For going out, you have to be selective, but for eating at home, it's the simplest thing that there is.
Making changes involves a lot of deep thinking and emotional issues. And we have the world's best psychologist with us, Dr. Doug Lisle. He's the author of The Pleasure Trap. And he'll teach you why you've done the things you've done in the past and how to get over that, how to get your life back in order, how to get around being a healthier person. And from Jeff Novick, our registered dietitian, you'll learn about the intricacies of the food. You'll learn about fat and cholesterol, and you'll learn it in a very humorous manner. The education at the McDougall program is not just classroom. We take you out in the real world. We're going to take you to a Chinese restaurant. You're going to learn how to order. You're going to learn what dishes fit with the McDougall program. They're delicious foods. In the Chinese restaurant, you're going to eat lots of rice and various kinds of vegetable dishes, and maybe a little bit of tofu, spiced just the way you like it. And then we're going to take you to a Thai restaurant. Mary's favorite food is Thai food. Again, you get to order plenty of rice and vegetables and different kinds of dishes that you already enjoy with your favorite spices. You just have to ask. And we're going to teach you how to ask for the right kind of food when you go to a restaurant.
Unfortunately, I'm forced to eat out in places that are very difficult. I have rental property in Texas and in the South. There's a strong emphasis on meat, a strong emphasis on fried foods, a strong emphasis on food that's very calorie rich and nutrient poor. But even there, you know, I've learned how to eat properly in restaurants, what to order, how to order.
We're also going to take you shopping. Yes, to a major market, and you're going to learn how to identify foods, what rows to shop at, what labels to look at. And then we're going to take you to a natural food store. And you're going to buy some of the things that you need in a natural food store. And Mary, during our 10-day program, is going to help you identify exactly what you need to buy for you and your family. This is a complete program. You're going to leave here fully confident that you can do the McDougall program and change your life forever.
It really has changed my sense of myself, too. It has changed, you know, my self-esteem and my belief in my own self-efficacy and that I can, you know, I can do this. I can do this. I can keep doing this. I can be in the best health that's possible, you know, for my age and my circumstances. And I'm going to do it.
Right now, you might be debating whether or not it's worth the time and money to come out to the McDougall program in Santa Rosa, California. I mean, think for a minute what you're doing. Many of you are spending $90, $100, $150,000 on heart surgery. Has it been worth it? You're spending $20,000 a year on diabetic care, arthritis care, multiple sclerosis care, and what do you got for it? You're spending money on blood pressure pills, cholesterol pills, and are you really better off? My guess is you still don't feel well. Many of you are overweight. I believe you deserve much better. After all, what's your life worth? I think it's worth a trip to Santa Rosa, California, and giving me a chance to help you regain your lost health and appearance.
My blood sugar fasting, when I first took my meter home, was running 200 to 250. Then I started taking the metformin, and it brought it down somewhat, if I recall, around 170. Then he said, well, the doctor said we're going to have to add another medication, and that's when they added the Actos. And with the Actos, still not telling me what to eat, asking me what I was eating, I was running 120 fasting, 130 fasting, somewhere around there. Since doing the McDougall program with no medications, it runs usually 80 fasting in the morning.
So I lost about 60 pounds, 55, 60 pounds. My cholesterol went from, I guess, mid-200s. Now it stays between 120, 150. And my blood pressure, I no longer need blood pressure medications. All the meds that I was on from my cardiologist have now all stopped. The Plavix, all of these things. That's what pays, the money I spent on the drugs is what pays for my trips up here. So I tell people that my trips are paid by the pharmaceutical industry.
For me to be able to go like that in the most natural way without any pain, with the kind of arthritis that I had, is something so extraordinary. That is why every day I wake up and I say, I have no pain, and I feel wonderful today.
Seeing the DVDs and reading the books is wonderful, but coming here to the program has really inspired me to take control of this diabetes.
I have gone from 440 pounds to just slightly over 200 pounds. My cholesterol last check was 115. I did permit them to put me on the standard drugs that everyone gets, but I have weaned myself off them. Meeting with Dr. McDougall several times, he helped me as to which ones to begin to drop. And now I'm down to no angina attacks. I run, I walk.
They look at me and they say, oh my goodness, Jackie, what have you been doing? You look great. People that I haven't seen since high school, and we have had 3 different little reunions with these people, all of them say, you look fantastic, you look young, what are you doing?
You know, when I look at others my age, I see them with a fistful of pills. Many of them, not everybody, but a good percentage of them are with pills, and maybe they've had to have a number of hip or knee surgeries or gallbladder, or you know, they're on pills for diabetes, heart disease, cancer.
I hope I've answered enough of your questions for you to come to Santa Rosa, California to the McDougall program. If not, I'm easy to reach at Dr. McDougall at drmcdougall.com. Or you can write to Carol at drmcdougall.com. Or you can call. The toll-free number is 1-800-941-7111. And of course, visit my website at www.drmcdougall.com.